Let's go.
Well, welcome to this week's edition of the Don Cherry Grapevine podcast. We were voted biggest and best by Apple in 2020, and we're sponsored by spreads.ca. Okay, Dad, so we're going to do maybe one more question, and this is from a guy named Ryan, and I think he was on Twitter. It says, if Bobby Orr stayed in Boston in 1976, how does that prolong his career playing with the crew you had, or were his knees not going to allow him to continue to play?
Well, Bobby doesn't know this because you don't like to talk about things like that. And I never told this story before, but I would have him, someday we must go into the, how we got traded and everything like that. Mm. But I would have him take a regular shift, and then I would have him play the power play, but I would never have him kill penalties because he used to block shots. He wouldn't take it easy on his knees. And boy, I'll tell you, when I had him, I remember the very first game. I remember the very first game at Vancouver. We'll go through the whole thing, but I'll remember the very first game. We lost 5-3. I'll never forgot it. And Harry phoned me after the game. He says,
so this was after the big trade with Brad Park.
It was the big trade, yeah, and I'll go through that whole thing, but someday. And Harry, I remember Harry phoned me. I says, Harry, we lost 5-3. I said, but I saw something magic there. I said, there's something magic. I said, just give it a try. He says, well, you better win the next game. He said, or we'll both be gone. And I think it was California went in. I think we won 9 out of the next 10. I don't think we'd ever lost a game. We would have beat Canadians with it. So what happened was Park would get on the left side. Park was a right hand. He was a left-hand shot, but he played on the right side all the time. Mm-hmm. And he played on the left side with Bobby. They worked it out. I didn't tell him to do it. They worked it out themselves. And he just feathered that. He feathered that pass over. And Bobby would be waiting there, at the blue line. And he just put and it would ever go. And I remember Cesar Maniego said it's like having two cannons because Park had a good shot from the point too. And I remember it was so sad. And you're going to say, well, what happened? And I remember the game in New York Rangers. We lost the game, or we won the game. So what am I talking about? And Bobby got 2 goals and assists or something like that. And I remember him walking down that tunnel.
Like a ramp, yeah.
Yeah, and it had cobblestone rocks on it or something, so the buses could get up. I should have had that bus come up, but the bus never come up. And he got on after the game, and I said, geez, I said, Bobby, you're limping. He says, yeah, I never. And if you've ever had a knee problem, going up, you're all right. Going down, you can't.
Walk it down.
Yeah, you walk down, and he was never the same. But getting back to the question, how I would have treated him, we would have protected him, first of all, which would have been because, and Bobby doesn't like to hear it, but he used to get whacked pretty good.
Yeah, that's one thing, too. Like, if you watch some of the old clips.
Remember get hit it.
Like, you look at guys, like, hit them, stick their knee out, and you look and you go, like, not too much would happen.
Nothing would happen to the guy.
Well, look at that hit with Pat Quinn.
Well, there was a big brawl after that one. I mean,
you can't do that with Pat Quinn.
Yeah.
But I remember he used to get hit at center ice. He used to get hit, because he did a lot of deacon and dive with our club. And
but didn't they have tough guys before you?
They had one tough guy, Ted Green. He never did anything. Nobody did anything, and I would have protected him.
Well,
or no, I wouldn't have protected him. I was the bravest guy in the world behind the bench.
Yeah, well, because when John Rattel was there, that was the word out. If you touch Rattel,
you're dead.
Yeah,
and the same thing with Orr. He would have taken a regular shift. He would have played the power play. He wouldn't have killed penalties, and we would have protected him. So that's answered the question right there. And he could have played another 2 or 3 years. And
well, we told the story too that if you might have been able to get Rod Langway, but you drafted another goalie, and you would have gotten Ray Bourque. So you would have had Park, Orr, Langway, and Bourque.
Even I couldn't have screwed that one up. Okay, folks, that's it for today. We've gone long enough, and there's a lot of stories in there we should have told, but we'll expand, and we're having a lot of fun. And this is a lot. I have a lot of fun doing this. I'll tell you that.